Welcome to our new podcast series, Communities Talk About Prevention. We're glad you're here. I'm your host, Tom Coldhurst. I've served many roles in supporting the prevention of alcohol, tobacco, and other drug use, both within community public health and higher education settings. For several years, I've also supported SAMHSA's Communities Talk initiative. Today, you'll hear how organizations have planned and hosted events or activities to support substance use prevention at a local level. Most importantly, they'll share tips on what worked for them, which we hope will inspire you to get involved in prevention in your own community. This podcast is brought to you by the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, also known as SAMHSA. Communities Talk is a national initiative sponsored by SAMHSA. As a reminder, the views expressed here are not necessarily those of SAMHSA or the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Let's begin. Good afternoon. Thank you for being with us today. And let me ask each of you to identify yourselves, but also tell us what you do with the New Britain Local Prevention Council, and also what your role was with the Community Talks 2021 activity, the social media campaign during National Prevention Week.
My name's Omar McDew. I'm the youth advocate for the city of New Britain, and we're located in central Connecticut, probably 2 hours right smack in the middle between Boston and New York City. I work with kids all day. That's my thing. I also coach football. And how we got involved with the event last year, or
the National Prevention Social Media Campaign back from May of 2021.
I run the Youth Leadership Council. That's part of our local prevention council. It's the youth part of it. And we were trying to figure out an activity to do for Prevention Week last year. And the kids came up with the idea of doing weekly video series on prevention activities, to things that they like to do instead of drink or smoke. So we picked the top 5 prevention strategies and made videos with that, and it came out fabulously. So that's me. I'll give you Tyshonda.
Hello, my name is Tyshonda Wiley. I am the prevention coordinator of the City of New Britain's Local Prevention Council. In my role, I provide education and outreach around youth substance use. So trying to prevent kids from using drugs, from drinking alcohol at an early age, and so forth. And now I'll pass it on over to our Youth Leadership Council member.
Hi, I'm Annalise Jones. I am one of the original Youth Leadership Council members. I'm an 8th grade student at House Academy here in New Britain. I also do competitive dance, and I'm a member of the National Junior Honor Society.
Great. How did you get involved with SAMHSA and Communities Talk? What motivated you to apply for a stipend and plan an activity and carry it out?
Being a prevention professional, being a part of the prevention world, I'm very familiar with SAMHSA. So with me going to SAMHSA, looking at different materials, information for programming that we do, I ran across Communities Talk, and I was like, oh, this would be a great opportunity for us to apply for funding to do some type of activity for our community.
And who did you involve in your planning? Who were your partners for this particular event?
Once Ty made the decision to apply, and she ran the idea by me and our supervisor, since I already had the group of kids that I work with, I figured that would be a perfect tie-in and a perfect group activity for them to do. And it's something they jumped on. It made sense to the message that we want to get out to our community and their peers. Is there's other things to do other than drink and use substances.
And other partners?
The Local Prevention Council is a part of a larger community-based initiative called New Britain Recovers. It's a comprehensive approach to addressing homelessness, opiate abuse, and youth prevention here in the city of New Britain. So through that initiative, we have connection through a variety of community partners that come from different levels, backgrounds, and interests. But their common goal is to have healthy, safe youth here in New Britain.
For the May 2021 event, did you have a specific audience in mind? Who you were trying to reach?
Due to the fact that our event was through social media and it was a video campaign, our target audience was my peers, so the youth in our community, their parents, and anyone who can relay this information to them and try to stop substance abuse.
I noted from your success story that you were keeping count on the number of views for the various products that you produced.
We ran an ad of 5 different video PSAs. One was for vaping prevention that had 305 views, suicide prevention / mental health awareness that had 385 views, alcohol prevention that had 905 views, and then marijuana prevention, which had 531 views. We also had a prescription opioid misuse video PSA that had 320 views. And the last one was a supercut that covered all substances. So that was for prescription opioid misuse, marijuana use, alcohol, suicide awareness, and vaping. And that one had a total of 410 views. So we reached a lot of people.
Now, is some of that activity continuing? Are you building upon what you accomplished in May of 2021?
We got a really good response in our community with those videos, and especially having the kids participate in them. All of our Youth Leadership Council kids, we put up a billboard on one of our interstates that has the underage drinking message on the billboard, and it's still up to this day. I just drove by last night and I see that kid's face every time. He's known throughout the city of New Britain as the underage drinking kid because his face is always plastered on the highway. Last year's Prevention Week spawned talks about doing something more tangible within the community. That led to a Prevention Palooza that we just did, and that involved having a lot of people that we collaborate with throughout the city of New Britain that work with kids and have the same message as we do. We all came together, shared resources. We had resource table. We had free food. We had free entertainment. We probably had about 1,500 people show up. We wanted to target the little kids, so we had a jump house and a lot of blow up toys and stuff to get that message across to the little kids. It was a great event. The police department do midnight basketball all the weekends throughout the summer. Our group, the Youth Leadership Council, collaborate with them once a month to do prevention activities during their midnight basketball days. So we provide a lot of literature, a lot of brochures. We give kids pizza, and we play basketball with everybody to kind of enhance that message of, youth prevention.
Thinking back now over a year since May 2021, can you remember, how did you use the SAMHSA planning stipend, the $750?
So the stipend was used to assist with funding for developing the PSAs. So we work with marketing and media. By working with them, we have been able to put out professional, high quality video PSAs that have covered all our events. So again, that stipend assisted with that video development.
I noted from your success story, it's available on the Community Talks website, that included among the topics that you were concerned about were alcohol-related policies, legislation such as social host laws, liquor license laws, and regulations.
We recently did a student survey for our community for all 6th through 12th grade students. And we found that students reported that alcohol was most easily accessible at home from their parents. So obviously there is a need to educate parents, adults, that for one, it's illegal to provide alcohol to youth. And then 2, it's just not wise considering that youth brain development is still happening until the age of 25. This past Christmas, working with our Youth Leadership Council kids, we said, we want to get that message out there for adults not to provide alcohol to kids. How best can we get parents talking about it? And so we said, let's work on a video PSA, like an old school music video that talks about prevention. We came up with a jingle called Prevention All the Way that's sung to the tune of Jingle Bells. And the song includes messaging about not providing alcohol to youth. It's illegal. The social host law you must obey. A really fun way, but getting that messaging across. We also did a video. where we highlighted some landmarks throughout the community. And we had a cameo appearance by our mayor who supports our initiative. So we received a lot of coverage on that. And we're even in talks about doing another holiday video for this year's Christmas.
Do you ever get involved with the Connecticut liquor control people, the